this is my opinion on why I think Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End was the perfect ending to the Pirates of the Caribbean series. Now, don't get me wrong, the movies that came after it with Jack Sparrow was entertaining enough, but story-wise, Pirates of the Caribbean 3 felt like a perfect ending. I mean, everything that was built up from the previous two movies was all finished in this movie. It all paid off in a way. I mean, the first movies, we saw Barbossa and the dead pirates, and Barbossa getting killed by Jack. In this movie, Barbossa comes back. In the second movie, we see Davy Jones and the whole thing with Jack trying to escape the Kraken. And in this movie, we see Jack Sparrow trying to escape, and everyone coming to rescue him from the locker. And we see Davy Jones being controlled by Beckett. So yeah. And what else? Oh yeah, and in this movie we also see all the pirate lords coming together for the first time. Now, we haven't seen any of them before. That would have been better if we saw at least one or two of them before. But we see every pirate lord in the sea coming together to fight off the East India Trading Company. Because Beckett now has control of the Flying Dutchman. Because he has a hold of the chest, which we also saw in the previous movie. And we see Will and Elizabeth's stories coming to a good closure. Now, there were the three main protagonists in the Pirates of the Caribbean saga, but Jack's story always seems a little floating. I mean, you don't really see an end goal for Jack. He's just there, which is fine because it's very entertaining to watch Johnny Depp play Jack Sparrow. And so in this movie, we see all the pirate lords coming together to fight the East India Trading Company. We finally see the Dutchmen go head to head against the Pearl, with all the crew of the Dutchman and the crew of the Pearl fighting each other in a whirlpool during a storm. And oh yeah, we see Calypso. Not sure why she was in this movie. She didn't have much of a role apart from creating a giant storm. And they could have just made a natural storm and just cut her out. Didn't even make a difference. I mean, yeah, she did bring back Barbossa to life, but she didn't need to be a main part of the storyline. So in this movie, we see Jack fighting Davy Jones, Will fighting Davy Jones, everyone fighting each other. It was really exciting, and the visuals were great. We finally see Davy Jones being defeated, and in the twist we see Will becoming the next captain of the Flying Dutchman, taking Jones' place because someone always has to fly the Dutchman because of a certain curse that we learn about in the next movie. And in the finale, we see the Flying Dutchman and the Black Pearl teaming up together to take on Beckett and his flagship, while his army is waiting at his back. Army of ships, I mean. I guess you should say in the Navy or something. And then all the pirates are waiting at the back of the Black Pearl, and you see the Dutchman showing up with Will as the captain, and you see them tag teaming to just completely annihilate Beckett's flagship. Now, I forgot the name of the ship, but it looks like a pretty big ship with a lot of cannons. And they completely wipe him out, which was really awesome to see. Which, let's be honest, nobody expected the Flying Dutchman and the Pearl to be on the same side, ever. But that's what happened. And the pirates winning and the East India Trading Company running back. And we finally see Will being able to free his father. Jack got the Pearl back, but I guess Barbossa stole it again. So they kind of left it open on purpose. They didn't have to do that. They could have just given the Jack to ship and shown that he lost it again somehow. It wouldn't have been that big of a deal. Yeah, that's the only sour point for me. So yeah. It was a perfect ending to a saga. It was a perfect trilogy, honestly. And I personally think the next set of movies should have been a separate trilogy, maybe focusing solely on Jack and finally ending his character's story arc. But the next movies are just movies about other pirate stories. It's okay, but it wasn't as fulfilling as this one. Uh, this came this saga, the first three movies came full circle, and it was very satisfying to watch. I'll be honest. And apparently there's a new Pirates of the Caribbean movie coming out. There are rumors that it's Margot Robbie there. I don't know how she's gonna be in the movie. I don't know if she's gonna be playing Jack's relative or daughter or something. I don't know if Johnny Depp's going to be coming back. Nothing's confirmed about that. So I hope the next set of movies actually has a proper storyline and a finishing arc for Jack, hopefully. So yeah.